Really excited this morning. I love it. I especially love it when women step out and decide to be brave and do something out of the comfort zone. That's exactly what my four guests have done, and they want other women and other girls to join this amazing industry. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Very, very great to have you here. Now, you're all in the aviation industry, as we've just said, but we'd like to know you individually a little bit. Patricia, we'll start with you at the very end. Okay. Tell us who you are and why you love what you do.
My name is Patricia Ocharo. I'm a student pilot at Nairobi Flight Training at Wilson Airport. I've been training as a pilot for about 12 months now. I'm currently doing my commercial pilot's license.
Okay.
Yes, I love to fly. It makes me happy and it's my passion.
Amazing. Oh gosh, I always wanted to be a pilot. I wish I did it. But we're going
Not
to
too late.
It's never too late, isn't it? All right. Loise, you are also very passionate about the aviation industry and seeing other women thrive. Tell us about yourself, love.
Yes, Loise Njoroge. I'm an air traffic controller at JKIA. And as you said, I'm passionate about women joining the aviation industry. And I'm part of this organization called Women in Aviation, where I'm the outreach chair. And just this Saturday, we held an event at JKIA where we had girls from high school and primary come over to see what we do at the airport. And it was amazing to just see them light up and be excited about it.
I love it. And this is why when I heard the story, I said, I must meet these women because what you guys are doing is amazing. Fiona, tell us about yourself and why you're so passionate.
I'm Fiona Omondi. I'm a projects developer at Tradewinds Aviation Services, which is a ground handling company. At the same time, I'm the co-founder and vice president of Women in Aviation. I'm passionate about the aviation industry because it's just an amazing industry to be in, full of challenges, which we like day in, day out.
Amazing. Una, what about you? Tell us about yourself.
Una Gertrude, a flight dispatcher by profession. I work for Air Kenya Express Limited, and I'm so passionate about this industry. And when I learned about Women in Aviation International, I saw a ground where we can network and bring other people on board, especially the women who are left out there. They think that this industry is only for men.
Right.
So I'm the president of Y Kenya chapter, and I'm so excited about this, especially the event that we had on Saturday.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about it and they're so happy. I'm so happy, especially for Patricia who joined us through Women in Aviation Kenya chapter.
And I love it. And I love the fact that you're inspiring other young women to know that there is room for them if they do decide that this is the path that they want to take. Let's go back a little bit. I mean, growing up, that was it. You know, it was just, that's all you saw in the news. The stereotype out there was that this is not an industry for women, but something happened. I don't know what happened. Maybe you guys can tell me that allowed for better thinking, bigger thinking, and gave the space and room for women to explore some of these careers which were male dominated. Patricia, what can you say about when you did decide, hey, by the way, I want to be a pilot? Did you get a lot of Allah?
Yeah, at first,
Yeah?
at first I actually did, but through groups like Women in Aviation, I came to learn that there are actually women in the industry who are making a mark and actually flying and other occupations as well. From my mentor and role model, Captain Mary, I learned about women in aviation. I've come to learn that it's not, as much as it's a male-dominated industry, there are also women out there, and I can do it. If they did it, I can also do it.
Absolutely. I went to Mombasa the other day, and it was so nice hearing in the intercom a woman's voice come on and tell us that she's going to be our captain. It's a beautiful thing. Loise, would you say that there's still a lot to be done, and are we making progress, and especially as Kenya?
Yes, actually in Kenya, we've really made a lot of progress. I can say, like, in Kenya Airways, we have a lot of female pilots. It's one of the highest in the airlines in Africa.
Wow.
And also in my organization where I work at the Civil Aviation Authority, we are a handful of ladies working as air traffic controllers. Funny enough, I get comments from pilots who, when they hear a female voice, they're comfortable and they know we're going to direct them to land safely.
Wow.
So it's actually a good thing. We have been received well, and there's now we are being accommodated into the industry Before, when we joined, I remember a story where I talked to one of the ladies who was the first to join Boeing. She told us one of the funniest things is that they never anticipated for women to be in the industry. There was only one washroom. There was only one washroom for men, and she had to share that washroom with men for a couple of years. So they did not anticipate women to be with them in the industry. But now things have changed. We have come in and we've shown that we can actually do what they do, and we're actually doing it better.
Amazing.
So it's a good thing.
It's a very good thing indeed.
Yeah.
Competition is healthy. But when it comes, of course, to being received and issues of equality and having to earn, I feel like women in any industry do have to work harder, do have to stay longer, and with a lot more responsibility. What can you say towards that, Fiona? Are men letting, especially in the industry, are they giving that room for women to grow, for you guys to blossom to your full potential? Don't worry, your co-workers will not say anything. They're like, Fiona, but we let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, I do agree, because as a woman, personally, to get where I am right now, I really had to work twice as hard as the men, because at the end of the day, it's always been a male-dominated industry, especially the aviation industry. So women need to work extra hard, but right now we're getting a lot of support from our employers who are encouraging us, taking us for training, and even parents while growing up. Like personally, I wanted to join the aviation industry ever since I was a young girl because of my dad. He's my mentor up until now. And the good thing is that growing up, I always wanted to be a pilot. I like Patricia, but it got to a point I got interested in the ground handling business, which is a part of the aviation industry which most people don't know about. They don't know how their baggage get to the aircraft, how the aircraft is cleaned and maintained, how it's pushed back to get to the runway. They don't know all this. So I got interested in this part of the aviation industry. We need to work harder than the men, but we are getting there.
You are getting there, indeed, absolutely. Una, for you, your experience, of course, in terms of also spearheading an initiative such as this one, and of course there's going to be guys who are like, but you're already in. Why are you guys pushing? We've already given you room. What's the problem? You know, what can you say about really having a voice and ensuring that that voice is consistent, it's heard, and it is supported?
It might interest you that Women in Aviation, it's not only a girls' initiative now, even men are on board.
Wow, good.
Yes, because we're almost balancing the equation now,
Okay.
whereby even we need the men counterparts on board and even to encourage us. So it's not easy, as you say, but men are also supporting us, you know, to push forth with the initiative of getting the girls on board.
Right.
Yes. So in such a forum, it's easy to encourage other women to network within the professionals within, because it's not so easy to go out there single-handedly, especially when you're hunting for jobs or internships, or maybe you want to get into the industry and you want advice. Which course should I do? Everyone is talking about pilots. It's not the only course.
Everyone wants to be Patricia.
Yeah.
I want to be Patricia. Patricia, you can have my job if I can learn to fly anytime.
Yes. Yes. But with this umbrella, you know, we have all these sorts of people. We have air traffic controller, we have engineers, we have ground handlers, we have safety officers.
And all of it has to work together.
Exactly.
You are as strong as your weakest link. You are as powerful as everybody in the whole line of production.
Yes, exactly. So as much as we say women, we still need a man.
It's true.
Yes, so you know, we encourage all of them to, you know, get on board.
Amazing. All right, ladies, we have a caller on the line. I bet you anything she wants to be a pilot. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great, Carol. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm loving the show.
I know, me too. It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very much so.
Excellent. Salimia Warembo.
Sasini?
You have a question, comment, Carol?
Yes, I just wanted to find out how one can join WISE.
Okay.
Yeah, for a lot of friends usually ask, you know, how do we get to interact with ladies who've been in the industry? You know, they probably understand much more what they're going through than the men in the industry. And it's also a good mentorship program, I think.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Loise, I'm going to throw you that question.
Okay. To join Y is very simple. We are part of an international organization, and we have our website, www.wai.org, where we can, anyone who's interested to join WAI can just go in and click on the part of membership. Since it's a global organization, you'll be charged an international fee as a student or if you're a student or a professional. So it's only $50 for a whole year, and you actually get to have that magazine delivered to you every 2 months. You get a very good magazine delivered to you about other women in aviation. Like the lady on the cover this month is a fighter. She flies fighter helicopters in the U.S. Army. And
I love
also,
it's I cool, love it, guys.
Yeah, and also when you become part of the international organization, you're affiliated to the Kenyan chapter, and we are here for you. We are the local representative of Women in Aviation International. And once you register as a member, you come on board as a local chapter member, and we get to interact. We always have meetings. We have coffee meetings.
Right.
We meet at the airport once in a while, and it's always nice to have a familiar person that you know who is in a company where you want to go to, in an organization.
Yeah.
You know, we have people, you know, we have Captain Koki on board with us.
Yes, she's awesome. We celebrate her.
So you get to meet these people who will encourage you, and I encourage all the people who are interested in aviation to just join us.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a misconception, and I have to talk about this, and I think even I am under that umbrella. I'm very misconstrued. That, you know, it's glamorous, you know, and I think that's what flying is. Moving from one point to another in an airplane is glamorous. It's a beautiful thing. It's adventurous. So it does come with this, you know, even the steward part of everything. It just seems so easy and nice, but it's not, is it? Patricia, come in on this. For you to be a pilot, for you to do what you ladies do, there has to be discipline. It's a lot of hard work. There's testing galore that you guys have to go through. Take us through that, so that when the ladies who are watching don't think, oh, this looks nice. No.
Okay. From the outside, I think that's what you'd assume it is. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices, discipline as well. And there are challenges that come along the way. Finances, for example, there will be people around you that will put you down. You can't do this, you're not good enough. You have to fight that as well. So I'd say, as much as what people assume that it's all glamorous, all fun, there's a lot of hard work, a lot of challenges as well.
And you know, and here's the thing, and the reason I'm talking about this is the most important part of this is that you do hold lives in your hands. You do. You're important people, and there is a very serious aspect to what you guys do in terms of safety. Loise, what can you say about this misconception?
It's crazy, especially I can talk for myself, my job. You can imagine where I'm seated at my radar position. If I'm handling about 20 aircraft with 100 people on board, those are, you know, 22,000 lives that I hold in my hands. And you have to give the correct directions. There's stress, there's efficiency that you have to deliver for the pilots, for the airlines. There's a lot of stress involved. And as a mother, personally as a mother, and working in this shift kind of environment where you work night shift times, you have to go very early in the morning. It's really hard. It's not as easy. And when people see you when you're resting after your shift work, like sometimes I have a shift that leaves at 1, and I call my friends and I'm like, are you ready can we have some lunch? And they're like, you're always having fun. And they don't consider the other part of the morning.
They were sleeping.
Yes, while you were asleep, I was busy vectoring aircraft to land. So there's a misconception that is easy, it's fun, but it's not. It's stressful. It takes a toll on you, and that's why we have the rest periods. And even the pilots, they have the rest periods.
Okay.
There are certain hours that they can only fly, and they have to rest and be up to form so that they can perform.
It's
well.
crucial that you guys have talked about that. Of course, we'll talk about the pressures and how you handle it as women who are moms and all of this. It's a lot. You still have to look fabulous, you know, after all that, and you do. But we have another caller on the line, ladies. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. How are you?
We're great. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. This is Mark, and I just wanted to make a few comments on this wonderful discussion with the ladies.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that they're doing an excellent job. I think, sort of hearing what they're talking about, I think they truly are the people that we need to take aviation in Kenya to the next level. You know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I feel, as a gentleman, I feel absolutely challenged because I see their passion. I see the fact that they realize that there's more to being in aviation than just sitting in the cockpit.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It's also good to see that they take an initiative to mentor the young people to get into aviation and to just open their eyes that a successful career in aviation doesn't just stem out of flying airplanes, but it involves, you know, the IT infrastructure, it involves air traffic control, it involves engineering and all these things.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Very well said. Thank you so much for those comments.
Yeah, so mine is just to give a word of encouragement to the girls that we're certainly proud of you. And that just keep doing what you're doing, because you are the future of what's going to take East African Kenyan aviation to the next level.
Absolutely.
You know?
Thank you for that comment. Very well said. Very well said. This is why I like it when callers call in. they take it right out of my mind. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful call. Fiona, you've talked about your dad being your mentor, and this is very passionate for you because of the aspect of paying it forward and giving it back. When you first heard of this mentorship program and what your contribution would be, tell us a little bit about that and overall what the mentorship program looks like.
As I said before, mentored by my dad, I wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
But along the way, I got interested in what my dad was doing. That is a ground handling company by the name Tradewinds at the airport. I started off learning as a management trainee. So I went through different departments, learning how they come together to give excellent services for aircraft to take off. So while I was I was a Y member way in 2006, so I met Una in the university, and I told her, there's this initiative called Y, I'd like you to be part of it. And she dragged her feet, but she jumped on the bandwagon, and
better late than never.
Yeah. And she started the chapter. So as a dispatcher, most people know about pilots, air traffic controllers, engineers, but they don't know so much of what goes on ground. Like when you check in your bag, what happens to it? How does the aircraft move backwards? You know, and a lot of stuff like cleaning the aircraft. So I thought it was a good thing to come on board with Una and tell guys it's just not pilots, engineers, cabin crew who make the aviation industry. There are a lot of people down here, because if you're we work with loading agents.
Right.
We load your cargo into the aircraft, and if we make a mistake and place the wrong cargo in the wrong section, the aircraft will just come down.
Of course, yeah.
So I wanted to tell them of different opportunities in the aviation industry, including training, aviation lawyers, aviation doctors, a lot of training. So that's where we come in, and if we find a young girl or young boy who wants to know anything about it, because we know people in the industry, we hook them up so that they can have mentors.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And looking at, of course, the selection process, because a lot of people are watching, guys, it happened, it's over. Don't worry. But it's not the last one, you know? A lot of people who are watching, parents who are like, oh my gosh, I need my daughter to join this. Or a young lady who just doesn't know the direction of where her life is going. How do you go about joining Y?
It's interesting because the last year we had a similar event. After the event, same thing happened.
Yeah.
And we got parents on board writing to us because we were able to give our addresses. I want my daughter to join, you know, because they have a passion to, you know, either fly or do safety. So it's easy as it is. The website you've been given,
yes.
And also we have our own email address.
Don't worry, we'll hook them up. Go ahead though. We will hook you up with that contact information. These guys are awesome and they meet at JKIA, but go ahead.
Yes, so they write to us and we take them through the process. If, for instance, the parents say, my daughter wants to do flying, or my daughter wants to be an engineer, or my daughter wants to be a flight dispatcher, we have all these people on board. So what we do, we tag them along with the profession within that discipline, so that they can carry them through. But the joining process is still the same. They have to register as an international member, and then they join the local chapter, which we are able to seamlessly take them through the process of how you choose your career within the industry and how you get on board, even into choosing a school. Something I would like to say, possibly most of the people don't know that we even have degree courses offered in aviation.
What?
Yes, we do have locally.
Oh.
Yes, and it's
okay.
affordable. Yes.
It is.
Yes.
I wanted to ask about that because a lot of people just think that it's not affordable,
no,
it's not something I can do. Really?
It is.
Okay.
Yes. And now, you know, like flying, you have to have a degree.
Yes, of
so
course.
It's a way of also, you know, getting in. So Moi University, in collaboration with East Africa School of Aviation, they do offer a degree course.
Okay.
Now they do aerospace science and logistics. They do civil aviation management. So they can get enrolled through Moi University.
Okay.
Then they have their campus at East Africa School of Aviation at Embakasi. They also have it at their main campus in Eldoret.
Very eye-opening. Thank you for that.
Yes, which it's a course that I also did, and Fiona did as well. So yeah.
Good stuff. All right, Loise, you want to add to that?
I just wanted to add about the selection for the Girls in Aviation Day. Yeah. One of the things that we do also is mentorship, and we're involved in different schools where we have our members who are patrons or mentors in like Pangani School, Moi Girls Schools in Nairobi. We have also in the East African School of Aviation. There are others involved in Kisumu. So we have our own members who are mentors in these different high schools, and then they bring in their mentees to come in and participate. So also I'd encourage schools that have aviation clubs, they can write to us and we can send out our members and they can become part of the mentorship program in the school, and they can get involved in the next activities that we plan.
All right.
Just one more thing.
Sure.
Yeah, what I also want to say and encourage the public, because most of the aviation professionals are very senior in the industry, so there is a gap.
Yes.
So
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, there is a gap. So you find them retired 60, 65, they're still called on board as expatriates at 70. So you can imagine why, because we don't have people who have studied or done training in the relevant departments.
So this is a call to action, actually.
So this is a call to action,
yeah.
And we encourage the public to, you know, get on board.
Come on board, guys, let's fly.
As much as it is challenging,
it is challenging, but it's exciting. Absolutely. Yes. Don't be safe. Can you imagine if we're all safe? I wouldn't be here. I can tell you that for free. None of us would be sitting here if we all played it safe in our lives. I can tell you that. So be brave enough. We have another caller, I believe our final one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you, Maureen?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good, good. Would you like to fly? From Kisumu? Yeah? You have a question or comment for my guest, darling?
I have a comment and I also have a question.
Go for it.
The comment, I really want to appreciate the ladies for just letting us know and like raising the awareness.
Yes.
Where to go for aviation courses, who to contact, and yeah, I think it's a really good job.
Excellent.
And then, yeah, so my question goes to the ladies again. This is just a question, probably for them that they already work in the aviation industry. What do you think is being done for the young people who graduated and can't find jobs in the aviation industry?
All right, good question. Yeah. Patricia, I'm going to throw that one to you.
Wow. Okay, I'm still in training.
Yeah, of course.
So I think I'm just hoping that once I'm done, the jobs will be there. Yeah. So I think Loise would be better placed to answer
is it a worry for you?
Yes, it is. It
really?
is. It actually is.
That's okay. Wait. First of all, when you graduate, you just have to come back on this show. We'll get you a job. Who's watching?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, no, seriously. I mean, let's be candid here. All right, guys. This lady right here at the very end is called Patricia. Okay, she's in training. When do you graduate?
I'm targeting maybe by April next year.
April next year.
Commercial license.
Girl, we gonna hook you up. Somebody who is watching, please contact me, okay? Just write to me. Kobi Kihara is how you can find me on all social media platforms. Let's get Patricia working. Yeah. She can't stomach after all this work. How is that? Loise, please answer this very crucial question.
It is a concern.
Yeah.
It actually is a concern. We are saying we don't have enough pilots, we don't have enough aviation professionals, yet the jobs are sort of very, you know, tightly. I can say for my organization, we actually having a shortage of controllers, and we've been hiring. There's a last bunch of 20 trainees that was selected.
Okay.
I believe there'll be another intake, so look out. That's how I got into it. I just read an advert on the newspaper, and I didn't know what air traffic control was all about. But when I got into it, I loved it. And so look out for the adverts. It's gonna be there. We are taking in more trainees because we need the capacity. We need more people. What I can say about the pilot side is that you don't have to, you know, we have this perception that once you train, you go bang into an Embraer, into a Boeing 737, you know.
No.
It doesn't start there.
Exactly.
It starts small.
Yeah.
You can actually fly the Caravans, the Cessna 208, be a bush pilot. It's actually interesting. I actually envy these bush pilots. They fly to
the Mara.
Beautiful Mara, to Samburu. So I think also there's this perception that once I finish, I get my CPL, I'm going to become a, you know, Dreamliner pilot. And we know what's happening to our national airlines. So
Right.
there are other places that you can look for work. There's the charter flights in Wilson. We have now, there's a lot of cargo airplanes, flights. There's Skyward Aviation, there's Bluebird Aviation. There's a lot more. So people are not taking those, you know, it's like there's a thing. Or parents think my son just has to fly a
KQ. It has to be KQ. No. It has to be. No. And that's not the case. That's why you're here to demystify this. Go ahead, darling.
No, because I work at Wilson Airport.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of bush flying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and it's so exciting. The lady pilots we have on board, you know. And what I see is, especially for my company, they nurture the young ones.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, but you, as Loise says, you must start from somewhere.
You must start from somewhere. People see me on this show and they're like, oh, Kobi, your life is so glamorous. Guys, I used to sleep at please. Where I started, I was an intern, you know? You used to walk to work because I didn't even have bus fare sometimes, you know? You have to just start from nowhere and then build up to where it is that you want to go. But it involves a lot of hard work, and I think that's where we're going to conclude. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that I believe has kind of been left out in the big conversation of mentorship and in guiding young people into who they will become. And I don't know if it's a culture of social media or digital technology that they really do have it at their fingertips. So it seems easy. Fiona, what can you say about why it's important to be diligent, to follow through, to really actually work hard if you want something in your life?
Yeah. Personally, I like giving myself as an example. It's important, first and foremost, to know what you want to do. After you know what you want to do, you need to know, how do I get there? And mentorship is very important. Networking is also very important. And once you get a chance, it's important to be very disciplined in order to achieve your goals. So as a member of Y, you're given that opportunity, mentorship, scholarships on how to get to where you want to be, and just following through, keeping what you want to become in mind, and just being very, very disciplined and focused is very, very important, especially for our young girls of today.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ladies, it has been an absolute pleasure having the four of you here. And you are just a small piece of the big picture. There are so many other women who should have been here. We can't fit them all in the studio. But we want to keep supporting you on NTV and AM Live and tell you that we want to follow through with the initiatives. We want to see where this will go. So please let us know about the next one so we can come and be part of that as well. I love what you guys are doing. Absolutely great. So yeah, you get this magazine, y'all. Aviation for Women, and it's got some great content because it also gives you an idea of where we are globally. It gives you an idea of where we are globally. And I love it that we have a Kenya chapter. Tuko nyuma. We've really endeared. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. Keep flying, keep those wings going, and keep encouraging other young women to do the same. If you're a parent and you're watching and you're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'd like for my daughter to do. I didn't know this was available. Don't worry, we'll connect you to Y on our social media platforms. They've got email, website, and they're on social media as well. And they've got great programs coming up, and not just this year, but also next year. So please go ahead and engage. And next time, there's nothing to win from why, but next time when we hear about an event, don't worry, we'll hook you up. Asanteni, ladies. Thank you. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day. Make it count and do something amazing for a young person.